Former Santa Rosa police officer Barry Broad testified as a use of force expert in the George Floyd trial, defending the actions of Derek Chauvin.
Derek Chauvin was justified.
4 days later, masked figures in black threw a severed pig's head and pig's blood at the house.
I have something pretty serious to share today. It's sad that the only way I found out about this is that I have people who send me intel. Otherwise, I would have had no idea because it's not covered by any major news. One of the reasons why I do what I do is because most of the news networks refuse to cover what is actually going on in the United States. We have a domestic terrorist in our nation right now. They're called Antifa. Maybe the meaning of domestic terrorism has changed in the past year. But to me and to most Americans, domestic terrorism means people who want to attack the US and everything a part of it, right? So cops, buildings, post office, women, whatever it is. And that is Antifa. I'm sure most of you have heard about George Floyd. Trial just ended, and Derek Chauvin was proven guilty. I've talked about my opinion on that a ton, so I'm not gonna go into that. But the defense had a witness testify saying that Derek Chauvin's actions were justified. His name is Barry Broad. It's a pretty common practice when somebody is in a trial for the defense to call witnesses to help their case. Same as if a prosecutor wants to call witnesses to help their case against the defense. And there was a bunch of talk about how this trial was not going to be fair because there are so many threats against police officers, against the whole system, that it's almost impossible for a jury to be impartial. Antifa put Barry Broad on a hit list. They went to his house and they threw pig blood all over it.
The IT must learn the group's leader, who goes by the screen name Marb, is a 25-year-old college student. So this is the list here. Tells me he copied what the group calls its target list. People they want to dox, to publish their private information, their addresses and phone numbers, to surveil them for possible vandalism. After his testimony, they placed Barry Broad at the top of the list, and within an hour of the attacks, Marb is back on Wicker at 3:48 a.m. telling the group, "Hey y'all, late notice, but some comrades took action at a house owned by Barry Broad, and if someone could swing by in the morning and get pictures, our comrades would be very grateful."
Pig blood. I don't know what the government is doing. I don't know if the FBI went woke. I don't know if the CIA went woke. But it's starting to seem like that because these people continue to get off with what they're doing. The leader of this group, Antifa, in this area of the nation, was charged with assaulting an officer, and he was let off.
Group's leader, who goes by the screen name Marb, is a 25-year-old college student who was arrested for felony assault on a police officer last year at this Oakland riot after the death of George Floyd. The district attorney declined to file charges.
Now, a Trump supporter actually infiltrated one of these groups, and I'm gonna play you some audio of what this group leader has said.
I think it would be sick to organize something a little more extreme for National Workers' Day. It's May Day, baby.
It's
like
May Day.
Come out and take something over with us. I don't know, but let's people for May Day. Let's some cops. Like,
that's right. People that look like you and me, except very different values in life, are saying that crap in their little group. And they're not domestic terrorists. As Sleepy Joe liked to put it, they're an idea. Here's the most fucked up part about this. They have a hit list. They literally have a list. Cops, people who have spoke out about Antifa.
The target list also includes the head of the Deputy Sheriff's Union, what they call killer deputies, officers involved in fatal confrontations, and Trump supporters, including Sandy Metzger.
And I really came out strongly against Antifa and BLM.
we went to Sandy Metzger's house.
Yeah, we have went to Sandy Metzger's house.
But they are still roaming the streets like nothing is going on. The Portland mayor said, "Help us unmask these people." I'm sorry, what? You defunded your police. Now you want the citizens to just unmask them? How about you go and arrest them? Who gives a shit if they're wearing a mask or not? If you see somebody throw a brick through the building, arrest them, charge them, put them in jail. Not that hard. These people on this hit list are people like you and me. They are people who have families. They are people who love America. They are people who care, love, and can die. To the FBI, CIA, whoever else is involved, get your head out of your ass.